Good morning, boys.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you, boys?
Fine, thanks, and you?
Teach. Fine, I'm perfect. Have a seat. Now, boys, do we have any answers?
No.
Now, Maria,
Here.
Albert,
Here.
Igli,
Here.
Adel,
Here.
John,
Here.
Ken,
Here.
Christelle,
Here.
David,
Here.
Fabian,
Here.
Jürgen,
Here.
Algert,
Here.
Kevin,
Here.
Amarito,
Here.
Fabian,
Here.
Jürgen.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Now, boys, today, after 1 week before, we explained circulatory system. Okay. Now, we will test a new topic. We will test to respiratory system. So, I have prepared part in format of PowerPoint. I will show to you. Okay, respiratory system. As you know, the respiratory system, respiration is the exchanges of gases between an organism and the environmental. Okay, so in form of we take oxygen and we release dioxide carbon. Why do we release dioxide carbon? Because dioxide carbon, as you know, it is a poisonous, okay, element. That's why. Here in respiration, you know that it is one of most important process in our life, because without respiration we cannot live. Okay, if you want, we can make a try here. All of you, let's see how many minutes you will take the breath. Okay, do you want to try? Yes. Okay, one phone. We will begin when I say begin. Okay, 1, 2. You close the nose. Okay, mouth 2. 1, 2, 3. It hasn't been yet 1 minute, boys. Okay, resist the most. What is the name? Let's see if it's some winner. It hasn't been yet 1 minute, okay? Okay, David. You are the winner. 1 minute and 4 seconds. Okay, so as you see, you can breathe just 1 minute, because in our body, in our blood, the oxygen, it is enough for a human to live 1 or 2 minutes. Then you must take air from the environment. If you do not take air, then you will die, fortunately. Now, boys, I will show one video that explains our respiratory systems.
The respiratory system moves air through the nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, and bronchus to the alveoli, where the gas exchange between oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs. Nares are the openings to the nose.
Ears.
The nasal cavity is lined with cilia, mucous membranes, and blood capillaries. The air is filtered by cilia, moistened by mucous membranes, and warmed by the blood. Air moves into the pharynx or throat, the common passageway for food and air. Air continues on to the larynx. The epiglottis, a flap of tissue in front of the larynx, closes off the larynx when swallowed to prevent food from entering. The Larynx or voice box contains the vocal folds. The trachea or windpipe connects the larynx to the bronchial tree. The cartilage rings of the trachea prevent the trachea from collapsing. Lungs are spongy tissue with alveoli and blood capillaries. Breathing occurs because of the expansion and contraction of the lungs. The bronchi carrying the air subdivide into smaller branches called bronchioles. At the end of each bronchiole are the alveolar sacs. The alveolar sacs are surrounded by blood capillaries and contain millions of single-layer alveoli cells where the gas exchange takes place. Oxygenated air goes from the nose to the pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus, and alveoli. By the process of diffusion, oxygen in the air moves from the alveoli to the capillaries. Carbon dioxide moves from the capillaries to the alveoli and is exhaled. This process is called respiration.
Okay, boys. Now, here, let's pass to the parts of our respiratory systems. Okay, the first part is nasal. Okay, the nearest to the nasal cavity. Then it comes epiglottis. Okay. Epiglottis. What is the function of epiglottis? Epiglottis prevents the food to goes to the trachea, okay, or the reverse of it. Prevents the air to go in our stomach, for example. Now, the other part is pharynx. Okay, pharynx makes the connection between nose and mouth. And the other one is larynx. In larynx, we have the vocal cords. Okay, what is the importance here? The importance here, it is because the vocal cords gives our the words. We cannot speak without vocal cords. There are two cartilaginous tissues. When they are attached together, they spell us words. Okay, but when they are in open form, like here in the book, we cannot speak. Okay, we cannot speak. And then we have the trachea. Okay, the trachea here in the left part is attached and esophagus, but esophagus goes to the stomach and trachea sends the air to our lungs. Okay, then the other part is the lungs, both of them. Here in the lungs we have bronchus, we have bronchioles, the smallest canals. Then at last we have the alveoli. Okay, as you see in the video, we have alveoli when happens the oxygen and dioxide carbon exchange. Here in the lungs, one important thing is that the left lung is a little bit smaller. Okay, the left lung is a little bit smaller than the right lung. Let's put it to the place of it in this form. As you see here, we have the right part. It is a little bit longer, okay, and it is divided with 3 parts, but the left one has just 2 parts, because here it's replaced the heart, our heart. That's why it is a little bit small. Put the head, okay. Now let's pass to the nasal cavity. Okay, the first part when we take the air. Here is the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity has cilia that protects from the dust or bacterial. And we have here mucoses. In mucoses are attached to bacteria, then they prevent them to not go in the lungs. Also, here, when the air comes, there are some lungs that warm it, okay? when the air comes here, it warms here, then it goes in our lungs, okay? Now, in epiglottis, okay, epiglottis, it is between pharynx and larynx. We say that it prevents the food, okay, on air to not go air, for example, in our stomach and the food in our lungs, okay? And we have pharynx. Pharynx has three parts: nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Okay, three parts. Pharynx makes the connection with our nose and mouth, and the air and food too goes to esophagus and trachea. Here it is larynx, okay? Here it is larynx. We said that in larynx have our vocal cords that helps us to speak. Also, it is called like voice box, okay? Voice box, because we cannot speak without larynx. The other part is trachea, okay? The other part, it is trachea. It is known that windpipe, okay? After the trachea we have bronchus. We have bronchus 3. We have a lot of them. Then the cartilage ring. Here in trachea we have the rings, okay? Cartilaginous rings that are in form of C, okay? A C shape. That at this part that is just one epithelial tissue, but the cartilaginous ring do not prevent them to collapse, okay, to collapse. If they are collapsing, we cannot breathe. That's why it is found that C ring. After trachea we have our lungs, left and right legs, 2 parts, 3 parts. And the diaphragm, okay? The diaphragm, do you know the function of diaphragm? Here, it is one project, okay, that explains us how our respiration works, okay? Here we have 2 legs, example, and this, it is the diaphragm, okay? It is the diaphragm. The function of it is to make pressure in our lungs with the help of ribs and rib muscle, and the dioxide carbon goes out in this form, okay? In this form the dioxide carbon goes out. When we take air, the process is inhalation, okay? With diaphragm it happens in this form, okay? It goes in abdominal part, and the lungs are full of air, okay? The lungs are full of air, okay? It happens in this process. This is the process of diaphragm, okay? Now, here in diaphragm, I will show you one video how the process happens.
The pressure in the lungs is varied by changes in the volume of the chest cavity. When relaxed, your diaphragm lies in a dome shape under your lungs.
The diaphragm, okay? These are the ribs and rib.
When you inhale, the muscles between your ribs contract and your rib cage rises.
Breathe.
Your diaphragm contracts, becomes flattened, and moves lower in the chest cavity. As a result, the space in the chest cavity is larger and a slight vacuum forms. Air now rushes into your lungs because the air outside your body is under more pressure than the air inside your lungs. When you exhale, the muscles over the ribs relax and your diaphragm relaxes and returns to its resting dome-shaped position. The relaxation of these muscles decreases the volume of the chest cavity, putting pressure on the air and forcing most of it out of the alveoli.
Okay, boys, did you understand?
Yes.
Inhalation and exhalation. Exhalation, the dioxide carbon goes out. Inhalation, the oxygen goes in. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's make one quiz for you to see. Now, let's say, for example, here it is found. Which part is here? Ribs. Yes. Let's try to see. Rib. Let's check it. Okay, correct. Have a seat. The other one. Yes. Here it is placed.
Trachea.
Trachea. Okay, let's see it. Let's check it. Okay, good. Okay, Jürgen, come. Jürgen, here it is found. Rib muscle. Okay, let's see it. Okay, correct. Have a seat.
Yes.
Albert.
Yes.
Albert, here we have.
Here we have the bronchs.
Bronchus or bronchial? Bronchus, you say. Okay,
Yes.
let's check it. Okay, it's
Yes.
correct. Okay, Castillo, tell me. Here it is.
Here it is heart.
Heart. You know, all of you know where it is found. Heart. Okay, check it through. Okay, Adam, tell me. Here, Adam, it is found. Diaphragm. Let's check it through. Let us sit. Here, Igli,
Bronchiole.
it is bronchioles. Okay. Okay, let's check it through. And Jerry, come Jerry. It is left just one alveolus. Okay. Let's check it through. Okay, thank you. Now the other one. Let's see. The boys. It's another quiz. Okay. Okay, come here again. Here, number. You will tell me number 4. Number 4 is bronchi.
Yes.
Okay. Come, Javier. Number 2. Number 2 here. It is nose. Let's see it. Nose. Okay. Come, Tarajini. Number 6. Lungs. Okay, David. Number 1. Alveoli. Here we have left 3. 3. Amari.
Yes.
3.
Trachea.
Okay. Trachea, you say?
No. It is larynx.
Okay, larynx. 5-1 is
Trachea. The 5-1 is trachea.
trachea. Okay, let's see. Score test. All of them are correct. Okay. Okay, boys. Now comes our dissection. I have to the length of a ship. Okay, to show you more exactly the length trachea where I found the parts. Now you come with me. Okay, we will do dissection here. This, as you see, are two lengths. Okay, there are 2 lengths. Which is the left one? Can you find it?
The smaller one.
The smaller one. Okay, very good. Now, here, boys, this part here, it is. We explained it is trachea. Okay. Here are the rings. Okay, and this part here do not have rings. Rings, as you say, are in the C shape. Okay, in the C shape. Let's show you. Let's cut it to show you, boys. Okay, as you see here, it is the rings. Okay, and here inside of it we have, inside of it, as you see, we have mucus. Okay, we have mucus, also the cilia, but we cannot see, okay, with our eyes right now, but here are found on cilia too. They are found in cilia too. Okay, mucus prevents our from the dust, okay, and bacterial organisms. Then if we, here, let me show you here, what are these two? Vocal cords. Okay, these are the vocal cords. Okay, when they are attached together, they spell, they can see. Also the sheep make some voices, okay? Do not speak, but make some voices, as you see. And here, this part, this is the epiglottis, okay, that protect it. Here, in this part, was attached to esophagus, okay, but now, here, as you see, let's cut it. I will show you the bronchus, but it is too strong. Okay, it is too strong. But let me show you. Here, as you see, we have the bronchus. Okay, two of them, one and two, both of bronchus. Then goes to bronchioles, to the bronchioles. Then the smallest part are the sacs. Okay, that are the alveolis sacs that makes the exchange of oxygen and dioxide carbon. Okay, let me cut a small part here, a small part here to show you. Okay, this is the small part of the lamp. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, if we shrink it, you will see some dioxide, carbons and oxygens. Okay, ions. If we shrink it here in the water. Okay, here in the water, as you see, they are the smallest one, but we can see it. Okay, we can see it. And here, as you see, do you see this? Yes. These are the bronchioles, okay? These are the bronchioles, okay? Now, let's put some air on it. Let's put some air on it. Let's put some air on it. And we will show how it becomes larger, okay? Let's try it again. Here is the bronchioles, but it is a little small, that's why. But you can see how it comes. Okay. Let's see another part. Okay, this is the right part. Also, this has the bronchioles. Okay, here. If we put side of it, it doesn't go.
It's hard to.
Yes, because the canals are too small. Okay, boys. But if we put air on it, you will see that it will become larger. Okay. Now you saw trachea, the lungs, you saw the bronchioles, you saw also bronchus, both two biggest bronchus. Now are the bronchioles, and the alveoli sacs that are too small, we cannot see, okay?
Yes.
With the eye. Now let's pass to our lesson, okay?
Yes.
Let's pass to our. Here I have prepared one video.
Here we are in the nasal cavity. In the back of the nose, I will have the patient undergo several speech tasks. Say pa pa pa. Pa 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 pa. Say shh shh.
Now boys, as you see here, it is
The endoscope will now be threaded further back in order to visualize the vocal cords.
Here it is epiglottis, okay, it is epiglottis that protect it. Now look to chords, okay, they're attached together and give out words.
The stroboscopy light will now be turned on. The endoscope will now be
In
removed.
this form we speak, okay? This process is wonderful. That pass to another page. Here we explain that far. Here we have some interesting facts. Okay, the first one, it says at the rest the body takes in or out the breath in 10 liters. Okay, for 1 minute. The right leg, we say that is slightly larger than the left one. The highest record for sneezing, okay, when we are sneezing, okay, is 175 kilometers per hour. Another one, the surface area of the lungs is rolled the same size as a tennis court, okay. If we take our lungs and we extract them, it could be till the tennis area, okay. You have played tennis, you know.
Yes.
The other one, the capillaries in the leg will extend till 1,600 kilometers if the place end to end. We lose half a liter of water a day through the breathing. Go ahead through breathing. A person at risk usually breathes between 12 and 50 times a minute, okay, in the rest. Okay. Also, the breathing rate is faster in children and women than the men. Okay, the children, you know, the small children, they breathe too fast. Also, the women, they breathe too fast. Then,
Teacher, can I say something?
okay, again, say me.
As we know, different people in different countries make different sneeze, and
Yes.
we'll show German people sneeze hachi,
Okay.
Turk hapshu, Dutch people sneeze achi, Italians sneeze achi again, Spanish achi, and English people achio.
Okay, it's
This
kind of
Yes.
word that I put in our
Yes.
countries. Okay, here in Albania we make hapshu. Okay. Now, let's put in the other page. We have here healthy habits for carrying our respiration system. Okay, how to protect our lungs. Okay, how to protect our lungs. Here, the first one, exercise regular. Okay, to make the exercise. Okay, to run, for example. The other one, to eat well, balanced diet. To eat very vegetables, for green vegetables especially. Avoid eating too much saturated fats. Okay, you know that the fats, they cause problems in our tracts, okay, in our canals, because the fats wants a large time to get out. Now, avoid smoking cigarettes and second-hand smoke. Okay, you know that the smoke is too dangerous for our lungs. Okay, too dangerous for our lungs. After I will show one video to you. Also, try to reduce stress and tension. Okay, this, you know, tension and stress. Okay, after this, I prepared some questions for you, and I will give it to you, and you will answer to me. Okay. Here, I have the questions. Okay, so Castillo, take one. Read the question.
is the name of protein that is combined together with oxygen. The name of the protein that is combined together with oxygen is exohemoglobin.
Okay, oxyhemoglobin. Okay, nice. Now let's go to Krista. Take one question.
The function of epiglottis. The function of epiglottis is to avoid and to enter the air, the food to enter in our respiratory system in trachea, and also it helps the air to go there and food to go in stomach.
Okay, very good. Here, one person. Read the question.
Where are placed the vocal cords? The vocal cords are placed in the larynx.
In the larynx. Okay, very good. Now we have three questions left. Come on, I get. Next question.
Does alveoli has rings? No, the alveoli doesn't has rings. The rings are found in the trachea.
Okay, in the trachea. Okay, and the only are too small. Okay,
Yeah, they're
they
small.
do not have rings. Just
The human respiratory system is composed of nasal cavity,
yes.
pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchis, bronchioles, and the alveolus.
Okay, Fabian, take it. Okay, stand up and answer.
Alveoli are the smallest parts of the that consist the lungs.
Okay.
They do the transpiration between the oxygen and the carbon dioxide.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll pass in the other page that it is ABC plan for salvation. Okay, to protect one human being when it has, when it, for example, it cannot breathe, or it has heartache, etc. Here the plane is called in this form ABC. A means when the tip the victim's head back and leave the chin to open the airway. Okay, we take the, for example, Camtasia. Okay, Camtasia, for example, has eaten food and he wants to speak to. Okay, some pieces of food goes to trachea. Okay, and we take the body and we push it here in the back side. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, have a seat. B1, breathing, give mouth to mouth, resource breathe. You know when somebody cannot breathe, it can receive just 1 or 2 minutes. So, to save that person, you must make the contraction mouth to mouth. Okay, you will give air to it, and the muscles of lungs will continue, and the person will live. And C, compression, push hard and fast on the center of the victim's chest. Come on then. When it is the last minute, okay, it is the last minute, you will try to activate the muscles. Okay, you will try to activate the muscles. So, the person, it is lined up, okay, and then line up a little bit here. Okay, line up here. What you will do, you will push in the middle of the chest, okay, in the middle of the chest to activate the muscle of the heart and the muscle of the lung, okay, in this form, 3 times, okay, 3 times. We will do this process 4 or 5 times. If the person lives, it's too good. If it does not live, we cannot do anything. Come on then. Thank you. Okay, boys, did you understand?
Yes.
You must know this ABC plan because it is useful in our life too. Now, here it is the abdominal thrust. Here is the example here with these two boys. Okay, when he is eating or he has drink something and the drink do not goes water, for example, in stomach, but it goes in our trachea. Okay, so we must take it in this form. Okay, in this form. And here the abdominal thrust we explained before with calcium is the same. Okay, is the same.
Yes.
Now, let's pass to the diseases, okay? The respiratory tumors or cancers. As you know, smoking, it is mostly seen, cancer is mostly seen in the lungs, okay? So, we have 50% of all cancer diagnosis and 29% of all cancer deaths, okay? 29% of these persons are dead. Why? Because of smoking, okay?
Yeah.
You know, if you smoke too much, okay, the lungs, they will shrink together, they will become smaller, and in our life we see some person that has problems when they are playing football, for example, has problems with breathing, okay?
Yes,
It makes okay, cannot breathe, okay, because he drinks too much. Now, as you see, boys, we have came to the end of the lesson. Let's say one or two words about our respiratory system. As you know, all organs in our body are very important, okay? So, we must protect them, okay? Our lungs, we must protect them. We cannot smoke, okay? We cannot eat foods without checking them, etc. We cannot drink alcohol too, okay? Because alcohol too causes our problems in our throat, okay? In our throat, in larynx and pharynx too. Also, as you see, you saw the process of oxygen and dioxide carbon, you saw the chords. What can you say me about this process? How we can speak or how we can breathe? We cannot live without air, okay, without breathing. So this is, let's say, a magic process, okay? We cannot explain. Just we explain like in the lesson, but in our life we cannot explain, okay? Because here we take the air, but the air comes from our nature, okay? Our nature, and oxygen, it is mostly useful. Here I have prepared one video to show to you. Cancer in body is the photo of lungs, okay? Very small. Okay, this is the end. And in last, okay, your homework, boys. Okay, here your homeworks. First one, when you play football, why you breathe so fast? The second one, compare the human respiratory system with insect system. And the third one, draw lung structure and label the part, okay? As we did before writing your notebooks. These were our lesson, boys. I hope it was useful for you. And write it right here. Did you think it was? Okay. Okay, now boys, now stand up. Thank you. See you next time. Okay.